awakening your senses, and your relationship with others, and rejuvenation in building up your immune system. We live in a society of hustle and bustle, a society that is like an industry and a farm where humanity has been focused on business economy and war-based economy of stress and distress. Stress is capable of lowering your immune system, even when your spiritual well-being is of high consciousness. The higher consciousness and creative you are, the more it rubs against the conformities of this manufactured prison of reality, which has been metaphoric as the Matrix from the ideology as portrayed in the movie The Matrix. Stress ages people as well as lowers the functioning of the body's immune system. When your immune system is down, you are more prone to getting ill from bugs and viruses that live in the surrounding environment. Stress also is capable of causing cancer or promotes the development of cancer. Stress is caused by enforced fear, threats, discrimination, abuse, rejection, intimidation and many other aspects that people inflict onto other people. Human beings have been designed out of love to love and be love. In times of stress it is hard to project love since one retreat to themselves and go in a shell out of fear, just like a snail does when it goes into its shell. This is a defense mechanism we all have to prevent from getting further hurt, abuse, intimidation, discrimination, fear and all other stress-causing factors. The society today lacks the resources in temples or places of meditation and sensual exercises, which provide healing and rejuvenation of well-being, which supports and stimulates the immune system. Places of sensual meditation or sexual tantra to be exercised. In the past, sacred sexuality temples existed for this sort of thing, other planets have them, and in recent modern times, the Raelian movement had such a place to exercise. Temporary assistance does occur at seminars. The reason for the closing down of such resources is from the ignorance, stupidity, taboo, and lack of understanding around the topics of sacred sexuality, sensuality and meditation, and the adept science of the neural networking of human beings and consciousness, and the understanding and workings of the pineal gland. There is evidence that ritualites know a bit about this subject, and to incorporate semi-functional exercises within their rituals, such as in the high degrees of Freemasonry. One questions, why is the pineal gland illustrated as a pine cone in the Vatican? Anyway, it's time to occupy your own pineal gland. These places are just as important in having a library, a gym, etc. I am going into this discussion be of neutral spirituality as possible, since everyone has the right to choose their own path of spirituality. Since such places do not exist at the moment, due to the lack of understanding and importance of sacred sexuality, sensual tantric sensual meditation practices, these still can be done with your partners or friends or yourself. The rejuvenation from the meditation or tantric exercises tend to be more of a positive impact on yourselves and others around you than doing it alone. Working alone with your sensual meditation exercises would require more time than working with others to produce the same healing and rejuvenating results. What you do is you set up a comfortable environment with lighting and color, fragrant smells, sounds and oils, and most of all take your time, since time is irrelevant in a sensual setting, which could go quickly such as a half hour or could go on for a few hours, so the key is to erase time from your mind, and connect with universal time. That is natural time of consciousness, the cosmos, and overall the infinite. Things tend to speed up in the microcosms and things slow down in the macrocosms. This is in relation to the Fibonacci sequences, the imagined higher dimensional arrangements of the infinite which connects to and holds an all infinite structure and patterns. You realize yourself as being part of the infinite, from your environment, from all your senses, and begin to meditate with breathing exercises, and connecting with the rhythm and vibration on what you are sensing. If you with your partner or friends who have agreed to join in with you, sense them as well as they would sensing you. Being with someone you would not only be sensing with the 5 senses in the environment but with your 6th sense, as you would begin to feel their emotions and love telepathically. Interact with each other and smell each other's fragrances, and slowly dab some oil onto each other. Onto yourself you are alone. Feel the gentleness and enhanced tenderness the oil amplifies to the sense of touch. As you have recognized yourselves as being part of the infinite and realize that you yourselves can be perceived as a universe. One does naturally argue on what is the universe and what it is. The universe is a mere perception of understanding a selective portion of the infinite, where the infinite is categorized in branes, or even seen as levels or positions in a never-ending fractal. Such as a photon can be a universe when looking to identify things and analyze things on simpler level of quantizing the infinite. An atom itself can be identified as a universe too, even a planet. A universe contains a universal field. The universal field, which people call the aura, is shaped like a donut and is the same as the field around a galaxy, a planet, an atom, an electron, a quark, a photon, the same for a person. When you sensing each other and connecting with each other, your universal fields overlap into each other like when two atoms' energy orbital overlap in chemistry. Nassim Haramein likes to focus on the proton. I myself like to focus on the photon. Nikola Tesla on the electron, and Ray likes to focus on the atom. They are nothing but mere marker points of the infinite and all have the same universal field structure of spin or small fluidity of stuff. Once you have massaged and caressed one another or yourself if you are alone, you connect deeper, reciting mantra, whatever mantra you wish to do. The mantra would actually blend with the vibration of sound in the environment and the others with you. You begin to taste one another, each other's lips and bodies and other areas. In doing this you become aware with one another, and your vibration energy begins to synchronize at lower levels and as well from upper levels if your telepathy has been awakened or attuned, as you would feel and see each other's thoughts. This would move to your center point, as illustrated as your heart chakras, and get absorbed and toned up and through your lower and upper points. Then position yourselves together, and connect your sexual organs, which are like connective ports which would increase the synchronizing of the universal fields, to become one field in a connected lotus position. While still sensing each other with your skins touching, you begin to feel the breathing, as well as hearing the breathing and vibration of vocal cords of the recited mantras. By practicing mudras you can focus energies to certain areas along the neuron network across each other's bodies. Since you're connected at your sexual organs, the energy transfers between you and the other person. Did you know the praying hands position, when Christian people used to pray, are actually mudras? Yes, this is a mudra. There is nothing mythical about mudras, it's mere ways to concentrate the flow of your universal field through parts of your body. This would help focus the sensual healing through points needed which have been affected from stress. Mudras are often practiced in yoga and standard meditation, when positioned in the lotus position. Here you're like two adjoining lotuses, twin lotuses. Here you focus the love energy you have for one another and focus on raising with the breathing in mantra, that is raising the Kundalini up through the chakra regions, then holding it at your crown chakra. Very similar to telepathy love broadcasting. But here you don't focus on the broadcasting, you focus on absorbing energies and frequencies from the macrocosm, which is why it's important to set up a comfortable environment. The oil on your skins also acts as an insulator, where the electromagnetic energy does not get transferred through skin contact, but merely between the connection points of your sexual organs and your pineal glands. Thus focusing on each other's kundalinis using the mudras as guides were little sparks of healing love energy of the vortex energy of the kundalinis. The objective is to keep hold on to the orgasm without ejaculation as well, the same as love broadcasting, to increase the amplitude of healing energy. This would cause an excite of the endorphins which would cause the body to rebuild its immune system at a rapid rate than expected. Then with mudras you collect and gather the negative energy from the stress, since you would be sensing it, and push it down to your base chakra. The mudras act as an interface of concentration. Disconnect your sexual organs and release the negative energy out by ejaculation, keeping the positive energy in your upper chakras. Don't focus positive energy down and out as well, since you would feel more exhausted and drained. The reason why you need to separate before ejaculation is you do not wish to inject negative energy into each other again. Thus ejaculate but keep the orgasm within. It kind of feels like standing in the ocean and being knocked by a wave, where the water splashes up and the currents move down around past your lower body. After the meditation exercise you would feel like you had done some physical exercise, and feel rejuvenated and relaxed as well as physically exhausted, but spiritually rejuvenated. Then afterwards take the time to rest and have some sleep, and the endorphins would do all the work, in healing and patching up the damages that had been caused from stress, including the damages from the virus or flu you experienced from the drainage of your immune system. After your sleep you would feel more well. Anyway, much love and huggles. Namaste.